Today we're looking at the notion of a spin-on bypass filter. If you've seen my other videos, you know I'm a proponent of the toilet paper based bypass filter like the France or the motor guard, where you're using toilet paper as the bypass filter media. Another approach that's still a bypass filter is to install a spin-on bypass filter. So instead of changing toilet paper at intervals, you have the convenience of just spinning on and spinning off a cartridge, as we see here. So to begin with, you'll need a filter base. I got this several years ago. I believe it's a Wix, and I looked it up recently. It's a Wix 24755, and I know you can still get these because I saw one for $42.90 on eBay. So it's very straightforward. It's even got arrows for the in and the out. The oil comes in like a full flow spin-on the larger diameter, and then the return from the filter goes through the smaller diameter. If we look at, this is a Lubrifiner PB50. If we look, there's a small orifice on the return. So when this is installed, the whole thing is under the full oil pressure, the case and the media, and then the return is metered by the small orifice. Hooking something like this up, just like a toilet paper filter, I think the greatest challenge is where to connect the return, because you want this to go to the crankcase, and adding a fitting to the oil pan or similar to allow the return back to the crankcase, for me, is the most difficult step. I also want to point out this is a 5/8 18 thread, which is different than your typical full flow spin-on. Also, we looked a moment ago at the Lubrifiner PB50. Fram calls their bypass filter PB50, but I believe they spell that without the dash. Baldwin, in this size filter, calls theirs B50, but Baldwin also offers the B164, which is bigger. Now they label it fuel filter, and that might confuse someone that's working on your vehicle that isn't you. They might wonder why you have a fuel filter installed on the oil circuit, but apparently this is a perfectly suitable bypass filter. It's got the restrictor, again on the outlet, and spins on the same as we saw before, for a little bit more capacity and potentially a longer interval between changing these. While we're on the subject of Baldwin, I looked on the internet, and they make this also. Their part number is OB1305. I did not find that on eBay, but I believe it's still available. I saw mention of it on the internet. And on that note, if you happen to be in the San Francisco South Bay area, I recommend you stop by A&M Motor Supply in Los Gatos, ask for Dwayne or Roger, and you can order either one of these, the Wix or the Baldwin. Ask them for a discount. Tell them Rusty Shackelford sent you and you saw it on YouTube. So I think I've covered it. Once again, as an alternative to a toilet paper filter, this arrangement would offer the convenience of a spin-on. And one of these days I'll get this mounted on the vehicle and make another video, but don't hold your breath on that. Thanks, and be sure to watch my other videos.